Okay.
If we ever go across the border, we're gonna be stopped.
We're gonna be stopped. You're gonna be too nervous.
Yep. Nothing to hide, but I'm gonna be almost throwing up. I'm so nervous.
Be like, honey, quit shaking. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. And you're just gonna be so nervous. The freaking security guard is gonna be like, all right, cavity search.
Exactly.
In which case, I am just not going to forgive you.
Your mind goes there a lot, you know. I think you have a.
Have you ever been to jail?
There.
Have you ever been to jail?
Don't bend over.
You would do horrible in jail just because of dropping the soap.
Really, honey? Really? Duchess! I'm trying to fucking move past you. She's literally just standing there in the way. All right.
You had a nose like a dog, and someone was eating like a chocolate cake.
Now.
Even worse.
Whew. Okay. Move, Duchess. Whew. We've got a like. Ooh. Go wash my hands. Oh. We got 2 likes. Hell yeah. Now, today, we managed to go and clean out 3 cages. We hit up the centipede cage. He has not gone below ground yet. So we're very fortunate. We'll be able to go and take a look at him. We cleaned out Mochi's cage and we cleaned out Belle's cage. Belle's cage, as far as snake cages go, was probably the worst. Mochi's cage got clean. Mochi tried to strangle me on camera.
Belle tried to strangle me right here.
I was just like, some bitch, dude. Calm down. Make sure I got this going. It's on all messages. So hopefully I'm not missing anything.
What?
Any messages?
I don't see any comments.
Alright. Whew. I'm a little bit stanky. Of course, we have the critters that we found inside the centipede cage. 2 dubia roaches and an orange head. Hey! My sweetie sent something. Oh. It's DB Cooper! By the way, I did have to go in and work Saturday. That was not what I would consider fun.
The next 2 Saturdays, we need your help.
Yes, the next 2 Saturdays, I'm going to be away from work no matter what, because I've got to go and help my wife with bazaars.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard that the Scappoose Outdoor Fun Festival.
Yeah.
That's the one that we're
Yeah.
sort of that's like a newer, like a different version of the Sauerkraut Festival. They'll have that kind of stuff there.
Ooh, okay.
I'm hoping I'm right. I thought I read that.
So how's it going, DB and Nelson? You having a good night? I hope so. We need to get something flat for the centipede to go and hide under because they love that shit. Alright. Oh, we got 3 legs. Oh, honey,
What?
when we get the chance, we gotta go and buy Mochi a bigger hide.
Bigfoot. Big kayak away.
Look at her. This is our Theraphosa apopsis. She is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, which means she needs to have high humidity, and she typically lives in the dirt, or on the dirt, under the dirt.
Yep.
She is affiliated. She is affiliated with the dirt life. Gnomish, if you would. What?
You need to get your face painted there.
Would you guys want me to go and get my face painted?
They're gonna have the famous Scappoose sauerkraut sandwich meal.
The fuck is the famous salmon? I'm not even a sauerkraut fan, so.
Oh, I love sauerkraut. But not the best.
Wait a minute, but they're doing the sauerkraut festival in.
No. This is what the sauerkraut festival sort of turned into in a way, or they combined with something else.
But wouldn't that be a fall thing? Huh. I am going to be helping my wife over in Scappoose.
Sushi and a bakery.
And, of course, over the next 2 days, I'm going to be writing the advertisement for my wife's shit. However, right now I'm trying to work on a little tidbit for... Oh, we got a 4th like. Working on a little tidbit for our next animal poem. I've already gotten started on that. We are focusing on animals in Oregon. Ooh. Now, I've already tried giving this little girl food earlier in the week. We're not going to go and drop another bit of food in there for her. The Monocentropas balfouri have just loads of crickets in their cage. So if they aren't well off enough, I don't know how to help them other than maybe dumping more dirt in their cage. But it has to be dry because they're a Yemenese tarantula. Oh, fuck. Alright. Now, this kid, we're not going to try feeding today because we already ascertained that it is not in the mood to actually go after food. This critter just got his cage cleaned. And his cage weighs a ton. This is our Vietnamese centipede. And we're going to have to find something flat to put in its cage because they prefer, just like the scorpion, to have something flat to curl up under. Leaf litter is another big... Oh!
Come on, guys.
Would this put the... Do you think this might put the centipede too close to the lid? Alright, then never mind. We'll find something flat to put in there. So, let's get a good look at this critter. Look at this critter, this monstrosity right here. This is our Vietnamese centipede. The coolest pet I got, that depends entirely on what somebody's into. We have a Monocentropus balfouri colony. Of course, the colony's a male and a female now. It used to be 3 males and a female. We have ball pythons. This is our most venomous creature in our collection. This is a Vietnamese centipede. Very much tropical, terrestrial. They're damn near fossorial. The only reason why this critter is out and about right now is due to the fact that I cleaned out its cage and all of its original tunnels have been, well, tossed outside. Largest animal we're going to have in our collection when it comes to exotic pets. Oh, sorry. Definitely going to be the Theraphosa apophysis, which we've already shown tonight. Coolest. It's a tough one. Probably have to go with Little Guy because he is the OG exotic pet in our collection. Little Guy is a standard ball python, but he is 19 years old. All right, critter. Oh, hold on. I've got to go and get this guy a fish. Honey, did you... Oh, wait, no, it's right here. I was about to be like, did you throw away an orange lid by chance? Whew. Okay. Hey, Lotus. I just realized I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit without my glasses. Felt really old for a second. I was just like, who's that? Whew. My stomach tells me that the super spicy Subway sandwich that I had earlier is making its way downtown. Moving fast, I'm wondering how long I can last.
Carry like extra hot sauce in his pocket.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
Whew.
I can see it.
He hasn't tried his new hot sauce yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, good lord.
It's
You guys
coming.
didn't have, oh, you did have eggs.
It's coming. It's heading right for us.
Breakfast sandwiches this morning.
Oh, I didn't have any of that.
Oh,
That was yesterday.
you guys have breakfast?
What?
I had a peanut butter. Wait, no, I had chips dipped in crunchy peanut butter. Barbecue chips dipped in crunchy peanut butter.
Okay, yep, that was Val.
Sleep for breakfast.
Not chased it down with an energy drink.
Hiram, what's wrong with you?
Mama done dropped me on my head one too many times.
You cannot take. Okay, you have some credit that you have to take responsibility for, okay?
Mama done dropped me on my head one too many times.
You didn't.
She-
She really didn't fall off a car either.
Shut the fuck up. Mama done dropped me on my head. And she admitted as such. She said, well, it was kind of hard to hold on to you when you were constantly doing this.
That's okay, baby.
Hiram was a fucking wild child when he was about that age.
Fucking, how was I supposed to hold you? You were trying to throw yourself out of my arms. Which was weird because you kept wanting ups. You wanted ups just to fall down. Doesn't make any sense. No, Duchess. No, Duchess. Duchess.
Good memories.
No. Lordy. All right, here we go. Whew. Crazy work. And then we had this beautiful baby right here who actually was walking around earlier today, but she went back inside. Like, girl, what the fuck? All right. And she webbed up on the door. So this cage belongs to our green bottle blue. There she is. Booty. Making it look like fucking Indiana Jones. Yeah, I'm not going to get a good view. But that is her cage. The cage needs to be misted, as per usual. Green bottle blue tarantula are considered to be heavy webbing tarantulas. They only do so if you don't give them enough of a hide, which a log like this is, of course, enough of a hide. However, they are semi-arid species, so you will mist them down once every other day to every 3 days. There we go. And then you let it dry out. Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. And I've got our security camera focused up on the cage at night. So if she comes out, we can catch her movements. As it turns out, having the security camera faced a ways away from the screen mesh actually gives you an advantage. See, if you have the security camera right up against the screen mesh, it doesn't shine through. It's blocked. A ways away, hey, it's okay. Here we go. So how's it going, guys? What's up? Am I missing some conversation here? Nope. Okay. I know that Alf is having a hell of a time right now due to tornado outbreaks. And me,
I would be interested to know and maybe Alpha's on there. I don't know.
No, he's not yet. Not that I
But
know.
Should you see this video, it would be interesting to know whether or not he specifically, or if he knows someone who can get the right computer models to determine exactly where this weather pattern is coming from. Because it seems to me like we've been dealing with this same repeat after repeat storm system. It's been literally a pattern going on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like
And
not.
We know that there are ghost fleets out there. We know that enough certain chemicals in the air, elements, if you would, can help to either condense water,
Wow, look at her.
or
I
if
can't.
you would stop clouds altogether.
Does she look like her booty's smaller, or do you think that's just the angle?
Just curious to know if there's some boats out there that have been hanging out. I believe it's down in the Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. I just wanted to put that. Gulf of Mexico. Come on,
So
guys.
this is I almost said Brazilian blue violet. This is a Monocentropus balfouri male, and this is the female. You can definitely see the color difference here. Female tends to have lighter coloration on the carapace, abdomen, and the first segments of their leg from the body, while the males tend to be darker all around. That booty looks like a grape. He's still got a little bit of girth to his worth. Now, male tarantulas in general tend to be a little bit leggier than the females. They also tend to be of a smaller stature. We do have crickets running free in this cage, but they don't seem to be causing much harm because we give them food to eat. As it turns out, if you feed the prey items in your animal cages, they're less likely to eat your predators.
The shallowness of the water there in the Gulf of Mexico warms up that water. And as long as you got a significant amount of heat, it generates.
Now, these guys are, as I stated before, a Yemenese tarantula. They need to have an arid environment, which means that you do not want to consistently miss the cage. The only humidity that they should get is from their water source itself. Do not listen to people out there that are going to tell you that Monocentropus balfouri or any other arid species tarantula doesn't need a water dish. Okay? Telling you right now that you need to supply your tarantula with a source of water to make sure that they last longer. The Monocentropus balfouri male that's in there, he's starting to inch his way up to 7 years. 7-year-old male Monocentropus balfouri. That, in and of itself, is amazing. His brethren lasted probably 4 or 5 years. This little guy, going on 7. Water, agua. Make sure they have it. Right? Now, if you came to watch me video game, we're done with that for the night. I had to give up. It just wasn't working. I reckon we're gonna have ourselves a rodeo. Well, hopefully not here. We ain't got enough space for a rodeo. Surprisingly, a bull in a china shop situation is apparently not off the table because, as they found trying to put a bull into a china shop, they're very good at evading destroying things like that. I'm about to go live to try something out. You can do guests on YouTube Live, and it didn't realize that before today. Yeah, but you got to set it up beforehand, right? Right? And you tell me you're going to put me in your live? Or are you putting somebody else in your live? Oh shit! So I'm gonna be in your live stream.
Live stream, huh?
Yeah, live. This guy, he does mixed martial arts training. Yeah, neither do I. I tried it once. You are already nationally recognized. I swear to God, you stoner bastard.
Sorry. But yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
But never happened in the world. Everybody left.
I've got gas, it's got me crying, and I'm losing control of the smell that's multiplying. It's terrifying. Now this right here is, oh God, I'm gonna do some spot cleaning. This will be the next cage that we focus on. I might even have to clean it out tomorrow when I get home. Jesus. So this is a Asian forest scorpion. It is tropical, it is terrestrial, and it is very chunky. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to get
Take that to work.
a spoon. We're gonna scoop out that top layer. We're gonna wash off both water features. Fucking mold.
Alf's on.
Alf! Alf is the tornado guy. So what is it you wanted Alf to do?
I just had to do with computer modeling.
Where the
Finding out weather patterns and where the weather is originating. For this instance, I believe we already can probably figure that out just by looking at the Gulf of Mexico and how shallow it is, how warm it can get. And there's a reason why we have so many hurricanes to go through that particular location.
Okay, I might need you to move because there's something on the
It would
floor.
be interesting to know if there are
Oliver, get out of here!
shadow
Is this
sleep,
working?
China sleep, Russia sleep. Yeah, I mean, think about
Go on.
if you can alter weather patterns and be able to predict out what would be needed
Here we
to
go.
not only start, let's say, a band of hurricanes across the U.S., but stop it from causing any serious harm on the other end where, these inevitable currents of air go.
So this is biofluorescence. It occurs when the UV light hits the exoskeleton of the scorpion, which has a reaction within which has a reaction with a chemical in the
Yeah, that one.
the shell, if you would. He wants you to see if you can track down
Somehow people think
information as to where these tornadoes are originally cropping up,
that there has
so that we can discern where they're building up all of the energy and power. Like coming from the Gulf of Mexico, is it forming up north and moving across? Is it building up over land, which would be kind of weird. Because we are very, very ignorant about said weather around here.
Because there's a reason why it's there. People need to understand right now, everything is being micromanaged. So you could easily think that
What we're gonna
boat,
do-
lose power, crash
I'll be
into
right back.
another bridge. And there wasn't some kind of influence being generated there from various groups.
I've got bills, devils flying.
I can't believe they would have that issue like that.
Lose my mind.
I hope that I'm wrong, but they better do special work.
It's terrifying.
And then that could be the whole point. Right? Done something like that in there. Start an investigation, pulling all of these resources in one direction. In fact, there's a whole nother different ploy happening in another. You could just be a misdirect. A big one. Don't get me wrong, which means that if it is, whatever they have planned, whether or not it's drug cartels or what.
The system originated in the Pacific Ocean, interacting with the warm moist air from the Gulf after crossing the Rockies. So it started in the southwest and then moved up to the north, like the Mideast. I just need you to move over.
To know whether or not that the drug cartel kingpin.
There we go.
Kind of on everybody. His family is now up in the U.S. now too. It's been from Sonoma, I believe. The mission is called. But anyway, I wonder if they're being housed on the East Coast. They happen like just the amount of enemies that have been generated down there. Like, it's virtually a war down at the border right now. People need to understand that this whole talk that we are currently having with Mexico and the possibility of putting troops on the ground in Mexico, even though they denied it. If that's what it actually suggests, or, there was some kind of inquiry about it, suggests that is a plan going forward. That it's something that is being thought of strategically. Which eventually, I'm thinking
All right.
we are going to inevitably get a yes.
Hitting warm, moist air, moving north out of the Gulf of America.
Trump has to
Okay.
put up tariffs, he will. We know this. That is literally his weapon of choice right now for other countries.
And it seems to work. It's kind of weird.
Dude, he just went to the Middle East and got bought off by all of those people. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but at the same time, it seems that Trump is somebody else's toy. Alright, he may have a lot of influence here, but, like, come on. Sorry. I should not have said that online. That is a personal view. I do not want it shared beyond the point from this video.
No.
Voicing that. But yeah, Trump is fucking dumb. And it's not even that I disagree with some of the shit that he says. Okay, we need all of our industries to come back to the US. It is inevitable that there's going to be some kind of larger conflict with the higher powers.
Where the fuck?
Whether it's China, Russia, whatever. Unless they are willing, as a global people, a global entity come up with laws?
I'm trying to fucking find my tongs.
You just had them earlier.
Anyway, create some kind of a universal safety net for everybody and automate the industries. I mean, things are just
There it is.
making worse, man.
Did you really just climb under there?
Automating the industries, I get it. I'm that guy.
No, to some extent, no matter what people say, it's bound to happen with how expensive the workforce tends to get.
And look at the different companies that are developing human-like robots.
Yep.
I mean, come on. It's people need to
Slow night. I'm sleepy tomorrow afternoon. Gonna be bad for my area.
Like, hey, they can walk. Hey, they can run. Hey, they can do like a triple flip. You know? Oh, Jesus!
What the fuck?
It's
I
so
remember
little.
what the kitty did to my leg.
Oh, he's acting like Trousers, our old cat. By the way, our cat named Trousers got his name Trousers because he was climbing up people's trousers.
At least you're wearing shorts or pants.
All right, so I pre-killed a juvenile roach and I put it in with the scorpion. We will see if she becomes interested.
Maybe another one.
She could be pre-molt. Just the way that cookie crumbles.
And
Good news, I haven't seen a trace of the crickets in Charlotte's cage. So maybe she's back on the feed.
In that technology.
And at least it's a slow night. Slow nights when it comes to bad weather are good nights. When super bad weather hits, everything will go from zero. Well, everything goes from 0 to 60, and the likelihood of there being mass casualties increases exponentially with every passing tornado. Which is fucking terrifying.
So do we geoengineer this? Or I know that your solution is to build better structures, it's fair. I mean, should we just not create subterranean structures? I mean, have that be our go-to structure to build?
I used to have dreams about that where there was a very rich motherfucker, and this is already kind of coming to fruition, that took it upon himself to start constructing dwellings underneath the ground for massive amount of mass population, if you would. And then lo and behold, about 10 years after I started having that dream, here comes Elon Musk with this giant boring machine. And he's making tunnels that are miles and miles long.
How interesting.
Hey, Adam. Those severe thunderstorms, that is good to hear. All of my team better be here tomorrow.
No.
Well, not physically. Alright, we are going to pre-kill this roach.
That is going to be part of the war. Everything in Geneva Conventions, like you get a nasty enough war between two major powers, especially powers that even the greater extent of Europe can go against. Dude, that's just let's just say that Geneva Convention doesn't even matter anymore.
Well, what a lot of the military boys that they come out of
Not saying that we
come out of the
should try
military.
to have a war.
They say it's
Decent that is like
it's not a war crime the first time.
called war. Sorry for interrupting, but I just need to add that part. We should, so there
Yeah, I'm
is
sorry, man.
Civility first. Let's not have a war. Let's get let's get along. But how do you do that? How do you agree on that? You
Alright.
can't use like create a universal basic income as a nation and not have your economic structure tweaked out by
So
other governing bodies, you know.
let's
Um,
get our soft tongs, which are the only tongs that we currently have, and use.
like a universal, literally universal, but a world generated income.
Well, she knows it's in there. If she wants it, she'll take it. If not, not to sound heartless, but it is a prey item.
Or just walk in there, grab what they need and leave.
Yeah, I tried utilizing the YouTube version of sharing a live stream myself, and the fact is
And within the next 2 years,
they fucked it up. And I don't think they're listening to anybody that's giving them advice right now. Because I've been shooting advice their way for a very long time. For instance, stop fucking with my subscribers. They are saying mundane things in the chat, and YouTube comes through and just their little bit of the conversation gone. Some of the most like innocent tidbits that are added are thrown out in YouTube. That's why I wish I could like take everybody that follows me over to another.
is this his Facebook account or is this YouTube?
He's on YouTube.
No, this is YouTube.
So what's going on? Like,
Well, they're censoring, and they're censoring. This is what gets me. They're censoring shit that shouldn't be censored. Like they're censoring comments in the comment section that are entirely innocent. And then they'll turn around and they'll let other comments slide that are absolutely foul and are a big no-no. So YouTube, in its infinite wisdom, has got itself a defective bot running things,
okay,
managing
I
conversation.
Question: what if it's actually a group of people
I'm going to go refill the water.
on the group chat? You decide they don't like that kind of convention, so they complain about it. It may not be necessarily like the AI algorithm. Honestly, if it is innocent, like, come on now, let's all be nice to each other. Peace, love, how do you change the world? Getting into that, I could get into that, I wanna get into that, but I'm not gonna get into that. Like, I feel like I've just been jumping around topics. They are all actually intricately connected. But why do you think UAPs are having a huge spotlight? Yeah. So the new acronym for UFO.
We're already getting done with other tarantulas, which is good. We are doing well. Yeah. TikTok may be a good option for some of your content creation. I know that a lot of people are not exactly happy utilizing TikTok, and that's fair because it's still kind of up in the air as to whether it's going to be around. However, I was able to land well over 4,000 subscribers back when I was utilizing that primarily. It has been a slower climb on YouTube. Holy shit. Take you.
Ask you, they tell you that, like, hey, work on the future. There's this great catastrophe that's gonna happen here. And we feel bad about it because we know it's going to happen.
Oh, God.
But we can't just take all of humanity and go into the future because we need a events continue to roll out that they would naturally. But they tell you, they're just like, hey, you know, this tragedy is gonna happen, and they're just like, but on this particular day, whichever day, you know, it could be any day, they say this day, you're gonna die, you know, and we feel horrible about that. So, at the moment of your death, we're going to stop time. We're going to
Come on.
you in the future, and from that point, you know, you'll continue to progress with your life. You don't have to experience that death. But they have to give you the choice. Do you want to be taken in the future? Or
That is so crazy, Elf. Just thinking about that.
And then they'll give you you need to believe that. You do.
What? I know that's absolutely no help.
Duchess!
Okay.
Duchess, get out of here! I am moving around the room. I'm gonna be tripping over you. Move. Duchess. Duchess, go.
Dad, Dad being mean. Yeah, I feel like
Where are you going? That's about all the water I'm gonna put in there for right now. He's probably going to walk back in that direction. He'll pick it up if he's hungry. If not, he'll leave it. He is an adult male tarantula. Generally speaking, the males tend to stop eating the older that they get because of the fact that they are more interested in reproduction than they are actually hunting. We've gotten this guy to eat for quite a while. Him tapering off, that's kind of expected. This is a Laciociano sazamai, or a Brazilian blue violet male. They are a tropical terrestrial tarantula from Brazil, smaller variety that can be kept as pets, but they are a bit flighty, not very bitey. Child? Really?
And this is a tricky bit, okay? Hey,
What are you doing? Are you gonna try to step onto him? You wouldn't.
what can happen?
You wouldn't.
Better not.
Time barrier, right? It's very hard to
Munchkin is on top of
get
this hill.
mass, if you would, to break the speed of light. You can't do it, okay? Speed of light, it has to be a
He's gonna ride Wolfie.
molecular element, subatomic.
Child, do you need to go to the litter box?
Or a
You
photon
wanna take him there?
that would be able to
Off I go. I will be right back.
into the future. Because you want this one life. So when you leave, again, your body will be here, but your mind will be ripped out, turned into a code, a series of codes that will project you into the future.
I think it would depend on what I saw in the future.
Like how they live or what.
Just stuff like that, yeah. Like if it's something that.
Well, I mean, in the future, like I said, the body that you want, you can almost, choose the body out of a magazine.
Yeah.
Literally pick whatever you want, particular hair color, it's going to be crazy, but CRISPR
But
is
what if you
going to
don't like-
allow us to do it.
What if you don't like what you see in the future? Say, oh, that's fucked up. I don't want to do that. That's why we
Well, I mean, I suppose we all have that choice. It's like, again, assume that the future is just, you can do whatever. You can get on a spacecraft and go out into the farthest reaches of the universe. Whatever. I like to think there's gonna be like an organization like the Federation, I think they call it in Star Trek. That you can join up and go on these missions out there into space. I mean, just inevitably look how our current space missions go. Same structure. It ain't that hard to understand what's coming.
I'd rather go explore underwater.
You can do that. Hell, there could be whole worlds, ocean worlds out there that are just water. Oh, not only that, but you can alter the body that you're in to breathe in that water. You can give yourself fins. And it isn't just that, oh, you're in that body, now you're going to be in that body.
Ooh, that cat has got some stinky
you can be wiped out
shits.
for a day.
What happened, huh?
Oh, he fucking took a dookie.
Good.
And it was so bad. Like, the dog's shit does not even smell that bad. I was like, ugh.
What have you been feeding them?
Don't know what I've been feeding him, but whatever it is, it needs to fucking stop. Like, has somebody been giving him milk?
Well, his treats have a milky in it or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, it would just depend on what.
And,
If it's like you say, you can do whatever you
and
want.
it's even weird because, like, what if, God forbid, I know this happened, or vice versa, you die before hire, and you're just like, I don't know, like, how you feel. I don't think you want to leave necessarily, but what if they gave him the same deal? But because he lived longer than you, even if it's by a few days, a few months, whatever, the timeline, if he wasn't there, would be altered. And so they have to allow him to continue to live, but they tell you they're going to be like, for you,
The fuck did I put it?
It's going to seem like a second. because
I've lost my fucking tongue, maybe my mind.
To the same moment.
I've been feeding them so long.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I figured that would be something if we knew about it and the fans, we would talk about it.
Exactly. But, I mean, anyway. Again, this creature tells you all this. It's like, hey, this is how it's going to be. For him, it's going to feel like a bit longer. Hell, he might live 20 years beyond. And again, like, there would be this age difference between you here and him being 7-year-old or 20-year-old.
You can pick it up?
Beyond the point that he's currently now, which is like 33. So,
Come on.
oh, sorry.
I'm 34? I'm 34?
Shut up, I'm 35.
Oh my god.
There would be this difference
Oh, he's got it.
in age. But again, you don't have to be.
Nope. That is a dubia roach.
Boom. You can get whatever body you want. So, I mean, again, they're trying to feel sorry for having the future continue along its, progressive path, inevitable path.
Sorry, his reaction.
Oh yeah, no.
I did cut its head off before I fed it to the tarantula.
I'm moving him, shut up.
We better get going on the baby making, honey. Ooh, a little bit of fang action. Wow. And now I have to pee.
What?
We can't leave the lid off.
That's not going outside. Is he done with his food already?
Yeah.
Ow.
Did you eat the litter? Okay, nobody let the dog lick them.
Which dog?
Duchess.
Oh God.
Whoa.
No, no. I'm coming through.
I gotta pee.
He's got to focus on Spider Pig.
Okay, buddy. Jesus. Because personally, I think that is the reason why aliens are not showing up yet.
Or they're just scared we're gonna fucking.
Well, it's just like inevitably going into the future. Like you get beyond this point in our own development, we're going to be out in space. We're going to be, manipulating time. We've already started. I mean, once you start the process of fusion, being able to compress all of that mass into a single point, the next step is always going to be breaching that point, creating something akin to a black hole. I mean, they do it on nanosecond timescale, mind you. They create black holes at CERN when they collide. Okay. I'm not even sure that you can create something akin to an anti-particle, which I believe they created anti-hydrogen already. Yeah, I'm not sure you can get beyond that point, make that transition without breaking that barrier. I mean, it's insane what we can do now. It's crazy.
Because anything above $10,000 must be declared. Anything like this will be a red flag for us.
What if we developed an ability to keep two entangled particles apart in some kind of a space bubble where they're inside their own space together, but the bubbles themselves are going through time. And basically what I'm kind of getting at is creating walkie-talkie between our current time and the future. If we can manage that, I mean, think of all of this science that can be given to us, which would ramp up their development in the future if they can maintain their reality. I mean, once you fucking start talking about time travel, the body, the reality of what we're facing is just daunting. Definitely thinking about my conclusion to this whole episode is on email.
Move.
One
Woo.
where I can just let you guys.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to keep you waiting.
And then I'm gonna go get a fan.
Oh, man. Technically, that's a really good question, Biscuits. Technically speaking, they're not immune to their own type of venom. We know this because the males can be susceptible to the females' envenomation after copulation. So the devastation caused by the venomation after copulation is the answer to that postulation. Seen my card? No, I haven't. Gotcha. What the fuck? Do I need to hop onto the group chat? Check it out tonight?
I have no idea.
Oh, Gotcha Beach. The guy who plays Onward or played Onward with me. I need to get back to at least a round a night. It's in my lives, LOL. Oh, fuck. I need to go watch your lives then. Wait, well, hold up. You're telling me that there is no such thing. Hold the fuck up. Everybody just stop it. Stop whatever you're doing. I need to look this up. Because I know, we know that there are venomous.
You mean poisonous?
No, venomous. Alright. Oh, we forgot to take care of Little Bee. We're going to have to go and do that. He says there are no such thing as poisonous snakes or spiders. No, we got to. No. Venomous. There are venomous snakes and spiders, clearly. Poisonous.
Yeah, you playing with the little one? Hey, leave him alone.
Alf doesn't troll that way. Alf's a very, we'll call it adult-driven.
That one.
Had a thought. YouTube profile becomes well known enough to generate certain amount of income. And I hate talking about money, but there it is. He should ask Alf if he can go on the trip with Jason Storm. And he can live it.
Nope.
Here we go. Yes. No, fucking, I said poisonous.
You're just so like, I don't care.
I don't think I can survive that kind of stress.
Well, I'm not going to go and start fucking yelling at, because I typed in poisonous, which means ingested, you get sick. And I asked, are there poisonous? And it said, yes, there are venomous spiders and snakes. Bitch! I did not ask whether it was venomous. I asked if it was poisonous for a very, very clear reason. I know the difference between poisonous and venomous. The fuck is going on here?
Wait, what?
Oh, freaking Google is being stupid. That's what. No, Google, when I typed in, are there poisonous snakes and spiders, Google said, yes, there are venomous snakes and spiders. I didn't ask about venomous. I asked about poisonous. And
it could be that the computer realizes that a lot of people get that wrong. And so it wasn't trying to be by stating that. It was just trying to correct the person without making them feel stupid.
okay.
But you're not wrong, like, hopefully you understand. I'm not calling you stupid. Jesus. Just gonna shut up now. Again, they're trying to personalize these AIs. They're trying to give it, if you would, speech patterns to run itself by.
Jesus Christ. This is, hold on. This is the picture of the mile-wide tornado that Alf sent me.
What was that? Did I hear that right?
Mile wide.
Damn.
No, Gotcha don't want that smoke. Gotcha doesn't understand that smoke is very sexual, and
People,
you really, really don't want that smoke, Gotcha.
when they get all this rain, right? We're already seeing flooding. I mean, that's gonna contaminate crops as well. They're gonna have to rebuild houses,
Yeah,
gonna pretty
but
much gut houses.
that's pretty much what they get for living in Tornado Alley.
But that's the problem. Where else are they gonna go?
Here. Washington.
But that's just it. And then what's gonna happen in Washington, or what's gonna happen here? We're gonna have
Fuck.
Too many
Stop
people
it.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right? That will always be the problem. Is that you're gonna need to move location. We already saw this in Africa. We're continuing to see this in Africa. There's other parts of the world that their new climate is hot.
You want chocolate covered cockroaches?
It's literally,
I mean, technically it's not without reason that we could potentially send you some, but that's kind of a fucked up request. And how do we do it? Do we fry them and then coat them in chocolate, or
country down there.
That's
having
where
the
they try
same
to,
issue.
the heat part, that's where they need to try to, for like solar panels, so we take advantage of it, they need to try to figure out a way to make the heat energy from the heat turn into something.
I'm making things on live. I'm not really paying attention.
But first of all, where are they gonna come up with the money? Granted, there are some countries that are ridiculously set up with minerals down in Africa. Let's be honest about that. But given the different conflicts, help.
Why are you using a knife,
Because he's asleep.
but a steak knife, so you can stab him?
No, I freaking just cut its head off with that.
Like,
Sorry.
where are they gonna get the money? Resources.
Well,
Come on. Hey, Delta, how's it going?
they need to try, if they can. try
This cage is looking pretty moist still, so we're not going to go and mist it down too much more.
Okay.
Hopefully he wakes up.
Just said, okay, so solar power. Let's do it. Okay, so
Come on.
maybe they find enough money.
What if they,
Come on.
they come up with a technology?
Oh man, I'm sweating. What the fuck?
Stipulation that
What the
they'll
fuck?
come back for them to be able to use, and that's what they can do there.
Well,
Delta Dawn, what's the flower you have on?
I'm sure that they do.
Well, they can, they said that they have to contact somebody.
Well, that's just it. Is how much money is it?
All right, well, this is interesting,
How
but
much money are they going to be able to sell it for? I mean, I'm thinking millions of dollars with some of these countries, like,
That's all they have.
right? It's, the cost of running the country is far greater. You know,
Yeah, I'm just trying to come up with a
no,
solution.
that's fine. I'm just saying that this isn't an easy solution to find.
No, it's not. They would have found it already.
But that's why we can't just kick these countries off and just say, hey, we're not going to help you. We're not going to send our aid workers in there. Because we have to take some of that blame. The whole blame? No, absolutely not. I'm not saying that other countries like China, like Russia, are not producing greenhouse gases. Okay, they are. We all are. We just gotta take responsibility for our half. We have to help other countries with whom their government is falling ill in the effects of climate.
But why would we help other countries? We can't even help our own.
Because if we don't, and I'm not even saying that we can't help our own. Okay.
Why not?
so this
In what way? Is it because we are
is our Lasiodora.
Yeah, let's take Veterans Affairs, VA, you know, and say, hey, what's going on there?
Earlier today,
You know, are they-
I was playing my game
you know,
and I was so diligent on doing this. I went and plugged
you know, hundreds of millions.
my charging cord into the power strip, right? And I plugged the cord from the power strip into my headset and I walked away.
Even if you- sorry.
But here's the Dilemma.
I feel like
I forgot to turn the power strip on because I had turned it off to vacuum, so I did not trip the breaker accidentally.
that are there at that particular
So my phone did not, in fact, charge while I was playing the video game. Yeah, Al saw that. I'm going to hell for that post on Facebook. I'm going to a not so nice place for that post on Facebook. That was
It's not.
so bad.
I feel like you have more,
But
more than enough capability.
in any case, what happened earlier was simply me not using that needed 2% brain power
That are
and then letting my phone die.
would be able to feed
Beef curtains, Delta. You've got to go and follow my YouTube in order to understand that. But in any case, this is our Lasiodora Parahabana, typically found out in the wilds of Brazil. This gal is very much old age. You're starting to forget stuff. This gal is very much pre-molt. I mean, look at that chunky butt. Look at that. And she is getting ready. I don't know when. I do not know when she is going to kick off that molting. But I will tell you this. She is going to be an absolute mother trucking unit.
secondary locking mechanism on Hiram Oregon.
Indonesia, Malaysia.
This one, I feel like there's so much weight, so much work that can be put on that joint right there from anything hitting the outer edge that it might compromise the nut.
Here we go.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You got some really interesting animals over there. And you better enjoy them on behalf of those that can't, because I would love to own some of those tarantulas.
So
Some of the reptiles too.
pillowcase back there.
There we go.
We should all
I'm high. Go figure. Alf high? Somebody stop the presses.
happening.
Get a hold of CNN, NBC, and Fox.
I know, I actually got.
Because this is some serious news, folks. Oh my god.
Because I've actually.
Alpha's high.
Nightmares, a nightmare or two about the house catching fire. And her not being able to escape and her being terrified.
Honestly, that's my biggest concern, given it's been 4 months, mind you. Same, more or less same nightmare.
Read my last comment. I was wondering if you're mad, Delta, because your anus was visited by your uncle. That is.
There's no way I could pick up, pick up Oliver. You could be the only thing I could pick up. But, yeah. The snake. I'm thinking about
Naughty.
little guy. I
Naughty.
feel like Hiram is
Naughty. Knock it off.
Yeah, little guy number
gonna
one.
Um,
I'm not looking forward to when little guy passes, it's gonna break.
What?
You better not be talking about shit that's gonna make me emotional.
What are you waiting for?
Motherfuckers.
Love you.
Alright. I love you too, sweetie. Luckily, little guy seems to be very happy, very healthy. Though he never got laid, and he's too old to get laid now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. So he will not be.
I disagree with that.
I almost got the hammer.
Right.
You better remember that.
Has little guy
You are gonna find that.
I believe Cleo. Has little guy ever had another snake in there?
No.
Candy cane.
Oh yeah, candy cane was in there.
But that was a whole nother variety, so
Yeah, they couldn't do the
Did they get
nasty blasty.
shockingly, yeah.
No, yeah. You want to see the cat? You want to see La Gato? Or is it El? No, it'd be El Gato. Where's Shit Swizzler?
Duchess of somewhere.
What is this? What is this? Is this a cute kitty cat? Is this a cute kitty cat? Look at you. Look at you. My goodness. Like I said, Alf is his smoke is kind of a joke.
Just don't tell him that.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
24 hours a day. So anyone attempting to smuggle contraband
Cat! He got in trouble today because he peed on some plastic. And I took an empty freaking paper towel roll. And I was like, no! Which kind of freaked him out. And I picked him up, put him in the litter box. Enough to startle him. Lord Pumpkin. What?
Oh, the kitty jumped from the cat tree to Micah's lap.
Oh god! God fucking shit swizzling son of a whore!
Why did you do that?
Are you okay?
Yeah. You hate me, don't you?
Sorry. Sorry. I lost my temper there because something fell.
Let there be light.
What are you doing? Oh, well, this way, my dear. I thought for sure you were Micah. I was just like, what's he? And I was like, oh, that's not. It's
You
not my
thought
bro.
I was Micah?
Well, yeah, because I heard him moving around.
Well, he still has a cat.
So the cat jumped from.
Oh yeah, it was an epic little like lunge, man. He just went all for it. And yeah. It was a bit of a startle.
Yes, I know that you can do that, Alf. I don't know why you feel the need to bring that up. But I have seen many a bit on that.
What?
Breaking one's bone, so to speak. Probably is a you thing, Durs. Granted, I think you'd probably take shots of, I think it's espresso if you could. Just super caffeinated, super coffee flavored. At least that's what I think espresso is. I did not. All right, bye, Delta. This is our Dubia roach colony. Did I just see that male opening up his wings? Better not have. All right, so what we do is we feed them fish flakes. There you go. They've eaten all of them thus far, so that's some good stuff. Then we go and we spritz their water area. The water area slowly leaks down into the soil, keeping the humidity up. And they do the dirty. And from the dirty, we get the babies that we feed to the tarantulas. We don't usually go after the adults because they're too big. That's all right. All right, those are taken care of. No. By the way, I am working, for those that weren't here when I announced this earlier, I am working on tomorrow's poem. It is going to be about certain critters that are around here in Oregon. I like them. At some point, I want to own one because they are such good hunters. And if it gets out, it'll just clear any of the spiders I hate. So, Duchess, move. Alright.
How much you got left?
Just the one roach cage. Alright, here we go. Feels so good that my curls worked so well yesterday. Now this is what we're dealing with. We're letting these little guys grow up. If they make it, we're giving them tons of food.
I'm gonna hate about that show in the background.
And honestly, I think what we might start doing is just scooping up dirt that's moving
I was sorry.
and then putting it into
Yeah, maybe we have to rewatch an episode too, because that's a whole new season.
put it into the bags to freeze it. That's my wife's idea, and it's not a bad one. Plus, we got to clean this out anyway. So these guys are on their way out. They are orange head roaches, and they are my least favorite.
With the chicken,
Yeah.
I'm thinking 2 thighs and either 1 or 2 legs.
Okay.
1 or 2.
2. During the boxing match today, or matches today, rather than blocking a heck of a lot, I did this. I simply, alright, I'm going to show the people on the camera. I did this number. I was like, whoa! And that's why, if you listen to me playing the game, you hear, whoa! Because when they go to lash out at you, if you're good enough, you'll take it back like this, and then you'll spring forward and you punch them in the face. I was just like, whoa! And like, it comes, their fist comes like this, passes by, and that's when you come up with a cross right across their chin. And oh my God, there were some times where that knocked it to the point where the person had to back away to regain their composure. So that's the fun part about it.
Out of the fridge.
Your chicken needs bacon. There's speak proper English.
So what?
He says your chicken needs, and then he says BACKON. Bacon.
Why?
Because bacon goes good on everything. Everything. Imagine taking the chicken and then slipping the bacon under the skin.
Or wrapping it, giving it,
Oh.
no, giving it a bacon skin.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, have a good night. Stay safe, and remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.
Allied Bull, he was trying to